Hey Chiefs Kingdom. This one was a no-brainer. It's just been confirmed. I'll tell you everything that went on behind the scenes, but if you want to stay up to date with this and other news, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get straight to the news. Today, we're talking about the injury report ahead of the Chiefs' big matchup against the Denver Broncos this Sunday. And while we have a lot of good news, there's one key player that we'll miss on the field. First, the only downside, wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll be out again as he continues to battle that nagging hamstring injury. Juju hasn't played since he left the field during our win over the 49ers in October, and it all started with what the team called hamstring spasms during practice on October 17th. Since then, he's been working on his recovery, but unfortunately, this week wasn't enough to get him back in game shape. For now, we'll have to look for other weapons in our receiving core to improve. But here's the good news for Chiefs Kingdom. We have a lot of key players returning. Defensive tackle Tershawn Wharton returned as a limited participant in Friday's practice after missing the first 2 days of the week with a knee injury. He's officially listed as questionable for Sunday, so there's a decent chance we'll see him on the field. On the defensive line, George Karlaftis, abdomen, and Mike Dana, pectoral, are back to full participation. Dana hasn't played since October 7th, so his return brings some much-needed strength to our pass rush. And after being limited earlier this week, Karlaftis was able to finish strong with back-to-back full practices, so he looks ready to go. Cornerback Nazeeh Johnson also cleared concussion protocols and was a full participant all week, so he's ready to reclaim his spot in the secondary. With our original number 2 starter Jalen Watson out, Johnson's return could be a big boost for us, especially with the threat the Broncos can pose through the air. On offense, Mecole Hardman, who has been dealing with a shoulder and knee issue, was limited early in the week but finished as a full participant on Friday. Running back Kareem Hunt also had a solid week of practice after a cautious start and is officially ready to play on Sunday. So, it's a healthy lineup for the Chiefs heading into this game, with only Juju on the bench. Given the way Patrick Mahomes has been spreading the ball around, we're still in a great position for a strong offensive showing. Alright Chiefs fans, what do you think of the injury report? Do you think we'll still be able to bring the fire without Juju, or will his absence have an impact? Let us know in the comments below. The Chiefs are undefeated at 8-0, but staying healthy has been a real challenge. Most recently, Patrick Mahomes sprained his ankle in the win over the Buccaneers, and we've seen big players like Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice miss time. Now, as we look to extend that winning streak, we find out that we'll be without one of our top offensive playmakers. So who are we talking about? It's none other than running back Isaiah Pacheco. Coach Reid confirmed that Pacheco, who is recovering from a fractured fibula, is not ready to return. The injury has kept him out longer than expected, and Chiefs fans are eagerly awaiting his return. Reid shared a bit about the process, saying, "We're taking it week by week and day by day. All that stuff. We have to work with the doctors on that and the tests there. They're doing great, Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu. They're both progressing. Juju's the same. We're getting close, but I don't think this week. No. I don't think so." This means that, at least for now, the Chiefs' backfield will miss Pacheco's explosiveness, especially in this critical divisional matchup. Reid's cautious approach highlights the importance of getting these guys fully healed for the long haul. After all, we have our eyes on the postseason, and health will be key to another Super Bowl push. Without Pacheco, the offense will rely on Kareem Hunt and Jerick McKinnon to keep the running game strong, while Mahomes will have to get creative with his receiving core. This game against the Broncos will test our depth, but we've seen the Chiefs excel all season, so let's hope that trend continues. Alright Chiefs fans, what do you think? Can the team keep this streak going without Pacheco and other key players? Today, we're diving into something special, the instant chemistry that's building between Patrick Mahomes and our newest star wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. Just 2 career games into his career with the Chiefs, Hopkins is already making a huge impact on the field. In Monday night's game against the Buccaneers, Hopkins didn't just play, he put on a show, racking up 8 catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns on 9 targets. And from the looks of it, Hopkins is more than just a new target, he's quickly becoming a key part of the Chiefs' offense, someone Mahomes can rely on in those big moments. Head coach Andy Reid had nothing but praise for how quickly Hopkins has picked up the Chiefs' playbook. They're both football guys. I'm not sure they switch off for a long period of time, if at all, Reed said. Hopkins studies like crazy. I mean, we put him in a lot of different spots, so just for him to be able to catch the ball like he did and get out of the huddle and line up was a plus. What's really exciting is how Mahomes and Hopkins already seem to be in sync. Mahomes called Hopkins a quarterback-friendly receiver, and if you watched Monday night's game, you know exactly what he means. Hopkins runs his routes with precision, and he and Mahomes seem to see the field in the same way. That shared vision is something you usually see in a partnership that's been building for years, not weeks. Coach Reed noted that a lot of that team chemistry comes down to the fact that Mahomes and Hopkins have spent time just talking, whether it's on the field, on the sideline, or even while studying film. Reed said, he and Pat talk a lot. They have a feel for each other in their games. Some of it is just body language and seeing the same space together. And it's not just in practice, that connection is showing up in games when it matters most. On Monday, Mahomes trusted Hopkins to make those tough catches in tight windows, and Hopkins delivered. Whether it was a perfectly placed pass over the middle or a throw into a contested zone, Hopkins was there, making the play and turning the field. For the improvising Mahomes, Hopkins is the ideal receiver, ready to react, adjust, and find open space at a moment's notice. What's even more impressive is Hopkins' dedication to understanding the game on Mahomes' level. In a short amount of time, he's immersed himself in the Chiefs' playbook, not only learning his role but mastering it in a way that shows how well these two are working together. Hopkins' commitment to preparation and instinctive style mesh perfectly with Mahomes' creative playmaking. So what does this mean for the rest of the season? Hopkins' performance on Monday night, 2 touchdowns, big yards, and an undeniable connection with Mahomes, gives us here's a glimpse of just how explosive this duo can be. If this is what they can accomplish after just 2 games together, the sky's the limit. Chiefs fans, buckle up because this offense is about to reach new heights with Hopkins in the mix. Okay, what do you think, Chiefs fans? Is this the most exciting offensive duo we've seen in years? Now, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes, not just the superstar quarterback, but the class act on and off the field. On Monday night, the Chiefs pulled out a hard-fought win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, finishing 30-24 in overtime and keeping their undefeated streak alive at 8-0. But what really stood out? Mahomes' sportsmanship and respect for his opponents. After that intense final play, Mahomes displayed the kind of character that makes him not only a great player, but a great ambassador for the game. He went straight to helping Buccaneers linebacker Levante David off the ground, saying, "I got you, big guy. I got you." The two shared a genuine moment of respect, with David responding, "Yeah, same to you, bro, it was a pleasure." Mahomes even asked for David's jersey, a gesture that speaks volumes about the mutual respect between these two competitors. And that's not all. Mahomes made sure to encourage Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield, too, telling him, "Keep leading these guys, man. You're doing your thing." It's a reminder that for Mahomes, football isn't just about winning, but about elevating everyone around him, even his opponents. All right, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Does Mahomes' sportsmanship make him an even better leader for our team? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's keep this winning streak going. Let's go, Chiefs!